Good morning. Welcome to Sunday morning coffee number 200. Number 200. We've done this 200 times. Some of you might have been here 200 times. I wonder what the, there's no way of knowing. I wonder what the highest count is of people who've caught this live. I'm sure there's some of you that will have caught at least all of them on catch up. If that's you, let us know. What's going on here? There's some crazy. I may have ran and blow dried the hair. The chat is not loaded yet, but I'm sure it will. I'm sure there will be a chat. I can see it on my phone. I got a bunch of stuff to talk about. There it is. I can see you now. Hooray! Um, Here we are. What have we got? What have we got? Yay! Yep. I'm excited. I thought I would be really ill and this would be rubbish, and I'm not. I'm still ill, you can tell, but most of me is here. So yes. And where to start? Where to start? So firstly, what's going on with this? I went, oh, here we go. I've been up for a while. But did the old let's blow dry the hair and run downstairs. So 200 episodes. Thank you very much. If you may remember back in those days, it was mid lockdown. I started this just as a was it in lockdown? Yeah, I think it was in lockdown I started it. Because there was never anything. I thought, well, there's never anything going to be happening on a Sunday morning ever again, so I can regularly do that. And it was to get me used to talking to a camera, to help me with interviews, because interviews have always petrified me. And I know I seem cool and like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. It's still to the point. Sometimes if I've got an interview, the whole day I'll be stressing about it, but I stress a lot less now, and I'm not as nowhere near as nervous as I used to be. And part of doing this is to make me less nervous for other things. Um, Also, what's the word? So I can just wing it really. Which before, if you imagine at the start, and anyone now that goes, "Oh, I'm gonna live stream," you kind of just sat here looking at yourself, and it's very daunting. And part of running a business is you've got to get yourself out there and all that sort of shenanigans. So to sort of train myself up, I thought, well, if I do a no frills, no expectation, I don't have to manage any software, green screen, anything really formal. I've just got to show up and chat to you lot, then that will help. And 200 episodes in, it definitely has. And now, if someone just spontaneously puts a camera on me, I can just start chatting about stuff. so, so that's a bonus. I still, after 200 episodes, haven't upgraded to using any software, which I should at some point because I think it will make the show better. But not yet. Not yet. Maybe episode 300. Just moving my mugs around there. We've got multi drinks today. And yeah, I wasn't sure if anyone would ever come. We used to do it on Facebook, and then I got ZUCCed, if you remember. I got ZUCCed for being a fascist, which, as you can tell, I am a massive fascist. So I got that big ban from Facebook, which meant that I couldn't stream. So I went, I'll move it to YouTube. So we had a few weeks on YouTube, and everyone kind of came to the agreement of, like, this is way better. So we ended up moving to YouTube. But obviously, I got my Facebook account back. I'm not a fascist. Just for if I had software I could put across there, Annie Norman, not a fascist. I was actually arguing with fascists, but anyone who's we're all Facebook jail veterans here. I have 2 drinks today. I have my horrible juice that's been endlessly refilled, like one of those endless soups. Um, so I'm gonna have a starter of that. Mm. And Andy got me this mug for Christmas. We did our Christmas swap on Friday because he's away. So I have woke up gay again. Drat. And he rewatches episode 1. I might do after this actually. So I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. It's just coming up with stuff to talk when you've run out of things to talk about and you're just there. I'm still way better than them. I don't know what's going on with this fluff. I'm still way better than half of the ones on TikTok Live. They're so bad. They're so bad. They're just there going, cheers for the like. Yeah, yeah, thanks. Yeah, yeah. They just do that. Oh, it's so terrible. So yeah, at least if you get Annie just bouncing around, looks like mulled wine to me. It's not. I'm still so this week. The crazy plans I had for this week were cut a bit short by getting the lurgy, and I'm definitely on the just moving my notes there. I'm definitely on the end of the lurg. Thank the Lord. When did the lurg begin? Thursday. When was Mum here? Wednesday. Oh God, no! It was Tuesday evening. Tuesday evening, I got the lurgy, so I have battled it this week quite remarkably. So actually, good for me. Woohoo. Oh, that reminds me, my brain can never stop. It's never allowed to stop. So a lot has happened this week, regardless of this leg. But yeah, if I'm even more scatterbrained than usual, it's because I'm on the end bit. I'm just very drowsy now. I've been having Andy's weird drowsy, weird drowsy drugs. So we are. Oh my god. There's another bit of coffee. There may be a little bit of Bailey's in there. Mm-mm. So yeah, just before I go to my usual Sunday morning coffee stuff, just as a roundup, just to thank you for coming to this every week. Um, I really appreciate it. And I never knew that it would still be going. I thought it might just be a silly thing that I do for a bit. And then once we got down to 2 viewers a week, I might give it up. But it's been really, really stable. I love that there's a really nice community in the chat there, and that sometimes you're just off chatting about entirely different things. And that makes me really happy. So thank you. I like this little community. Hey, even Lil's there. Lil's there. A drowsy drug last night, vodka. There we go. um, so yeah, 200 episodes. I'm way more confident now at filming anything, and just filming. I'm going to try and do some over the. We all have Stockholm syndrome now. You're all mine. I'm going to try and do some filming over next week, just little TikToks and things with the minis. But I think back to some of the times I've tried to do stuff, and it's just ruined my day when I've just kind of just trying to film like, "Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking," and it just and then I'll get a go, "Nope, not working." Record again. "Hi guys, welcome." No, and I just get all wound up. Whereas I've got a lot more chill now with things not being perfect as well. So it doesn't, if I trip up my words, I don't have to cancel and restart the entire thing because it's fine. And I really like that. And that's partly what this has taught me, that just to do it rather than get stressed about something. Obviously, sometimes they do need to be a bit more refined, but I really do. Really, yeah, whatever. See, see, I'm like going, no, I've ruined the entire stream. And yeah, the idea that there's a bunch, because if you imagine it, so there's currently 28 people. Um, just to imagine 28 people sort of just sat here as I'm here, sat cross-legged addressing you all is very daunting. So yeah, thank you for coming along. It's ace. What I would like from you is after the show, could you comment on the actual video, so not in the chat bit? Just something of like what the show the show means to you, if you've got anything out of the show, um, your favourite part of the show, like a review basically. And that's something that I could use if you want to message hmm? if you want to message one to be anonymous or something as well. That'd be ace. Also, just to make me feel good, because if you go, "Oh, the show is the best," then I'll think, "Hey, awesome." You can put it in there now as well if you want. But yeah, if you could put it on the comments afterwards, that would be really cool. Um, Tim, short series with some facts about each community mini, showing off the binny while you do a little spiel. It's like I've got those recorded and uploaded to YouTube, but not actually made public. Because I wasn't sure. I was gonna voice over them rather than not bad for fascists. I was gonna voice over them rather than the thing I've got. But I have actually done that. I just yeah. But I think I wanted to make them a bit better, so I haven't. But that's what I want to do. And I want to do more of the more short videos, just talking about latest things and updates. A bit more, weirdly like I used to. Um, Everything seems to have gone into that short form TikTok thing now. But I like the idea of just doing little updates on projects outside of the rambles of Sunday morning coffee. Mm-mm. Wicker Man says, "Travel a lot by bus." And you get some strange people on buses. Lil travels on buses, so you definitely do. So what have we got? What's happened this week, despite me being a sniffly, coughing beast? Sculpts. Sculpts have gone. Oh, I can tick some bits off. Sculpts have gone to the caster. They have closed now. They close on Wednesday, last Wednesday. How lazy can you get? They have a very, very well earned break, the casters. But it meant that they got Puppet Man on Ratty's bus. It meant that they got sculpts ready to get moulded into the new year. So those sculpts are Mary Fields and Ada Lovelace, and also a menagerie from Shane. Um, we've got the beautiful the, the beautiful Amazon diorama from Shane, and a whole bunch of sort of fantasy figures that you haven't seen. Maybe I could show you. No, there's no point on this phone, is there? So look, I've been waiting for permission if I can mention something so I can check if that's. Oh. I don't know if that's a yes or not. I'm gonna take it as a yes. I've got another secret thing. I'm taking that as a yes. Let me just write that on there so I can talk about that. Oh crap! On the pen. Oh. Oh yeah, sorry. What have I got? Tim, I'd be way too tempted to go full infomercial voice or impersonate them. Oh, those artificial voices, oh, they're so bad. The design is very human. Um, so what was I going to show you? Let's see what's in the Shane. Oh, my pigs. Oh yeah, I've got pig news as well. Put pig news on there. Pig news. Oh, my little babies. Get up there. Problem is I chat to everyone too much. I'm trying to find the photos from the sculptor and oh, they're terrible photos. At least I can see what they are. Oh wow, 3 barbarians. 2 with knees out. Oh no, I haven't got my extra lamp on today because it was getting a bit too glary. Let's put it on. Don't do anything. 3 barbarians on the 3rd day of Christmas. Ah, that super secret one. Yeah, actually, some of these are at super secret, but some of them are not. But that's all you get. So it means we've got lots of new releases for the new year, basically. So things are still churning along. Some of the sculpts are paired with bits that we've already got mastered. John is getting painted, and it means because sometimes, I guess before Shane will just sort of go on off on a whim and sculpt some things, but I try not to do single minis in packs. Try and get them in pairs, so some of them are friends for ones that we've already got, which is good. There are some cracking knees on these figures. It's 3 very hulky barbarian ladies that are very cool. They're very good. So they're with the caster as well as the community miniatures. So that's ace. So that's some progress. Nice to get a bit of progress. I've been on the last couple of years. I've been on a very the last couple of weeks. I've been what we got on a tying up loose ends sort of thing. Oh yeah, everyone paid. I put that was quite stressful. I realised that I had to pay everything relatively early because I thought, oh yeah, so we had to pay as well as having to pay for Salute Expo. Um, was it Salute Expo? Some sculpting fees, some more sculpting fees, and then all the usual rent and all that sort of stuff. I went, "Oh, this is a lot of money." So I am absolutely skint this Christmas. So you should definitely go and buy some figures after this. You should go, "Oh, you know what?" Obviously we're closed, but I'm obviously not going to be in shipping figures because there is no post. But I will be popping in at some point. If not, it'll be the 1st or 2nd of January that I'll be there. Um, Dare you tell how the barbarian ladies will fit with the Frostgrave ones? Probably perfectly. The bonus is I can ask Nick for one of his painted ones, and we can do a little photo of them together. But it says it's just 3 of them. They're quite sort of different in style, actually. They're a bit more, well, they're a bit more muscly. They're very muscly. A Wicker Man's credit card is cowering. Um, did you see John Hodgson's video of his opening of one of your deliveries? I did. I did. I was glad I hadn't written anything rude in it. Not that I would at all. Um, it was a nice unboxing there, all sorts of showing all the cool stuff. It was a nice example, that one was, apart from all the freebies, because most people don't get that amount of freebies. I thought I put some little extra scenics in for him because I thought they might help on his. He's been building these little potatoes, potatoes for photographing minis on. So I very much appreciated that. Nice little advert that was. That was good. So yeah, everyone paid. Um, I will have to pay him soon as well. Everyone wants my money. So it's been a very expensive week. So yeah, buy some minis. What I like is Christmas Day in the evening. People after sort of 3 o'clock, I start getting orders because people are sat on the sofa and they're like, "Well, I didn't get those bad Squiddo minis I want," so they all start buying. And Boxing Day. So yeah, never think, "Oh, it won't." Hang on. I don't think, "Oh, I won't buy orders, it'll stress Annie out." It definitely will not. So yeah, if you're ever like, "You know what? I'm bored this holiday season," then please do. Please buy things, please. Definitely buy Princess Anne, the new Princess Anne. She's wicked. I swear. I swear. Mm-mm. What we got? What we got? Um, so in fact, I'll mention it now. I think I've got the clear anyway. So I've been working with he's going to appear. He might be in the chat. I'm not sure. He might be lurking. Um, but I'm doing another project with Handiwork Games, John Hodgson. You liked the backdrop books so much that we're doing some more. He did have to convince me that we weren't going to do it over Christmas, which I was very keen for. And then I realized that maybe we should both have like actual breaks and holiday and stuff. So very soon in the new year, there will be more backdrops, a smaller one, I think, but it depends how it goes, um, of more wintry scenes. And they're actually at my office. Annoyingly, they're at the office without me. So next week, part of my quest is to go and photograph a bunch of wintry scenes. He sent me some samples, so that will be excellent. So you'll start getting some teasers of what will be coming, all sorts of different wintry scenes, and then who knows, maybe other seasons perhaps. So that's really cool. I haven't even seen these backdrops, so when I go to the office, they will be there waiting for me, which is very exciting. So hopefully, even though I'm off all next week, I might be going in the office to do some photos because I've got the new camera. Yes. And I want to mess about with that while there's no pressure of, oh, I should be doing this thing or this thing, because photographing minis has become my new hobby fascination thingy. So I've got the new camera to muck about with. I did buy a tripod as well. I've got a tripod, but then John was showing off his, and I thought, "Ooh, I kind of want one of those." It's got a horizontal thing on it, so you can move it closer to the stuff. And then, like, that would make everything a bit easier. So although I won't forget my roots of phone photography, but yeah, I've had this camera for a couple of weeks, but I've still been using my phone because I want to sit down and have some time to sort of get used to it and learn its ways. I got the book for dummies version as well, so it means like Christmas, all this sort of time. I'm here, no no other things clawing at me, and I can sit and have a proper go with it. So that's the point. I can nick one of Andy's figures and just sort of have a go around the house. So keep an eye out for a January-ish Kickstarter of extra backdrops. Who's excited? Woo! I'm gonna have more coffee because I said backdrops. Yes. Um, backdrops. Woo woo woo. Hey, Carol got a nice light box. Hey, it's just really fun. I'm hoping more people get into the fun of just um, photographing minis, and you get an extra level of appreciation out of it as well. And it's weird for me because I'm not photographing my own things; they're all things that other people have painted for me. But it's still really satisfying to get more out of that paint job because otherwise, I'd pay somebody to paint them, photograph it, put it on the packaging, and then it kind of goes in the drawer, or it might get taken out at Expo or Salute. but putting them into scenes, you get much more out of them, and you get to see it's like Doll's House. It's a Doll's House. This is why I set the company up, because Mum never got me a Doll's House that I really wanted. Don't know if she's still watching. She's gonna hit the vodka again. Mum never got me a Doll's House, but it's that. It's making all these little scenes, and it's just really cute. Um, so yeah, I did like I bought a camera and I bought a light. I bought a tripod. I bought a light as well. The light's arriving today, I think. Um, so I'll let you know about that. It's one of those LED rectangular bits. The light boxes I have actually are wicked. It's why I only got one. There's the two that I used to use for this show till I got lazy, but they're the Amazon basic ones. They've got the tent, um, and they're really good. We got a lot of those. Um, so the big tent ones are really good with a diffused light, but they just take up quite a lot of space. But I've got two of them. So I'm going to try using one of those and then using this little tilty, because you can't change the brightness on those ones because they're the basic ones, but better ones you can. Um, this LED one seems pretty decent for being able to change the temperature and the brightness and stuff for a bit more of a closer up light, I think. So since I've moved to the bigger table, I haven't got as much daylight because it's further away from the window. So I want to experiment with a bit more of that. So I'll happily let you know what I think about all those bits. Maybe a review. Maybe that'll be me, the photographer tech review girl on YouTube. Maybe. I'll at least let you know what I think about them though. I got good reviews of the horizontal arm thingy from John, so that's already a good goer. What is next? More coffee and juice. Coffee and juice. One drink, two drink. You bought me a Barbie house. I never had a Barbie house. Let's go. Unframed scenes to buy on your trade stand at shows might be useful for fans like me who don't have a printer. What do you mean? Like just the backdrops? Because the backdrops are physical books, but you might mean something else. Oh, the bath's a good idea. It's all about that diffusion. Nicola, hey, can't normally catch you live. Congratulations on 200 episodes. Woo woo! There's people still here. Yay! It's not just dwindled down. Yay! So, other news. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn. She's designed. She is in the sculpting table. I got way more interested than I thought I would be. So Audrey Hepburn is one of the miniatures. She was the last one to do because I wasn't sure how to make her, because she has sort of three poignant. She's got her Dutch Resistance days, film star days, and her UNICEF days. But we settled on, through the discussion from Peggy's Cave, we settled on getting her done for the Breakfast at Tiffany's styly, because that's the most. I want all these minis that most people can sort of glance at and go, "That's such and such. That's such and such." But I got so interested in the stories. Mm, We got. Hang on. And this is where I'm still bad. I get distracted. I don't wait and then check the chat. I'm like, "Oh, a new message. A new message." Um, Copies of the minis in action for my hobby cave walls. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, just scenes of the minis in action. Yeah, I like that idea. I did have a think about that before. Yeah, that would be cool. I might do that. Just a little. Yeah, let's do that. Um, that could be cool. Yeah, like not a calendar, because I don't like doing calendars because they're so date bound. But something like that, where you just, yeah, a little picture book. Yeah, that's a cool idea. I think so. That's a good idea. Write that down. Especially once I've got them in the mega quality as well. There we are. Audrey Hepburn, yes. So we've got her done as Breakfast at Tiffany's. She's being sculpted at the moment. But I did get really, really interested in the Battle of Arnhem, and I think I'm going to do an extra figure that doesn't come under the community minis. Doesn't come under the community minis thingy. Um, oh, my throat's hurting now. um, so it'll be an additional one. It will be the first of our Dutch World War Two. Dun, dun, dun. And she worked with the Dutch resistance because she was a little girl. It's the same as a lot of the women SOE, that they're not as not obvious, not suspicious, because it's sort of like playing your weaknesses as your strengths. So people are just like, oh, it's just a silly little girl. That's kind of how I've succeeded. People going, oh, that person is not a threat at all. Um, so if you've got a big bloke skulking around somewhere, the the army are going to be quite concerned, like, who's this man? What's he up to? But if it's just a kid, especially a girl, just sort of playing around, you think, oh, go on, go back to your mother. So she was one of the people that would ferry sort of news, supplies, messages across. During the Battle of Arnhem, she did rescue a downed Allied pilot, a British pilot, I think, and took him home, which was a very, if that was found out, that would be a very serious situation. And she did all sorts of cool stuff like that. And I like the idea of having a figure of her running, young Audrey Hepburn. There's lots of photos of her young as well. Young Audrey Hepburn running with all the sort of the gear, um, and so you could use her in World War Two games as all like a side extra point, or because people love playing Arnhem, don't they? Um, so you could either have it as the main mission or as a side one where Audrey's got run around, relay some messages, or collect a guy and all that sort of stuff. And I just think that'd be a really cool way of using the mini. Um, and yeah, that's I think so. I'm going to do that separate. So you've unlocked you've unlocked a bonus mini. You've probably unlocked mounted Joan of Arc, but I'm going to use foot Joan of Arc as leverage for a bit first, as in you've got to buy a load of her before before I put the many money into a mounted version. But yeah, that's part of what community minis is as well. It's like if I get excited by something, that could redirect, the sort of path, the way that we're releasing things too. So have a look. I've written all that up on the Community Miniatures blog. So if you look in comments, you haven't seen that yet, that info is all there. So that was really exciting. That means I have written all of the stuff and drawn all of the stuff that I need to for Community Miniatures. Woo! What a awesome what an awesome roundup to the year having that done. As if you followed it, it was a bit of a keeping me awake at night thing for a while. We did take a while to get going, but now it has been going. I'm hoping that you're because you've all had a lot of faith in me with this, because it's been such an ongoing project. I hope that it's confirmed your faith in me, basically, that it was worth just leaving me to it and knowing that I'd do it eventually. So that would mean 10 models have been done for that this year, which is amazing. That's super amazing. I can't go back to. I was in bed all of yesterday. I got up for a few hours and then I went back to bed and slept again. So that helped, I think. So it means that they're done. There's two more, which we will do voting for maybe next week. So I do need to go through the nominations, kick people up the arse if they want to put any more nominations in. And there were way more than I expected. So I might do 2 rounds rather than me do the little write up for everyone like I did last time. It took so long. I might do a round one and then maybe the top 15 or something to vote for round two that will actually be made. I think that will make it be. Then I can do more of a write up on those 15. I think that'd work. Ooh. And then we'll be on to doing it as we should be, where we vote for the figure and then people pay. And Alan, the sculptor, he sculpts a lot for Eureka. And when we met up, he was talking about how they have the 100 club, and it's if they get, I think it's if they get 100 pre-orders, it gets made. I'm thinking of doing it a little bit like that, getting rid of Ko-fi, apart from people that want to use that to do monthly payments or anything. but I might do that through paper. No, I'll just leave it. So that one will stay, but to get new minis funded, I'm going to do it through the website, and I will streamline. There'll be a post and explaining it all because I want to make it as simple as possible. I've said this quite a lot, how it is very complicated, so I totally get that. Um, but yeah, it's going to have a bit of a relaunch, and as I said last time, do the podcast tours and stuff to get a lot of info about it. And I've kept it down low while I've been catching up. So I want it to be this rolling project then that we vote for a figure at a time and we never get that sort of mega backlog that we have. And it gives it a bit more breathing space too. So I think that's really cool. Um, so yes, community minis. Thanks everyone for participating in this. I hope it, once we're all caught up and stuff, it continues to be popular, and I'm not just got a mini that's stuck on 10 people that want it. I'm going, come on, come on. So that was that one. So yeah, community mini, awesome. Oh, cool. Evil Genius says PayPal will charge you per transaction, but Ko-fi is a fixed fee. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's neat. Winter shots. I've been taking some nice winter photos you'll see about. Planned on doing a lot more of that on Friday, but I was off. So I think I lied online as well. I think I said I was going home, but I was already home. It looked a bit better, that was all. So I've got all this winter terrain from Fox Dioramas, so thank you very much to, I think it's Dave at that. We got here, life is intruding here in Essex, I have to catch up. All right, see you, Gary. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. um, so that scenics are lovely. So I got a whole bunch of winter stuff and normal, just loads of hills, and they're really lovely. Definitely recommend checking them out. I'm going to get some more off him next year. So all those winter hills and things that you've seen. So I'm going to be doing more of those photos. I was really chuffed that my little lights fit my little trees. So we're like little Christmas trees. So there's a photo of Marilyn Monroe and the little presents. So again, making all these little scenes is lovely. Mum came here on Wednesday. So in the midst of getting everything done while being ill, we went and had pretty much a day off. We went to town. We went to town and braved town. Oh yeah, I can tell my anecdote now. Andy's had his gift as well. I got part of Andy's gift. I got him an Element Games voucher, so he can get some Warhammer next year. But we went in and they didn't know who I was. Normally, if I get things off other companies, I seem to know everybody, so I'll be able to either get it cheap or swap it for something or a favour or something like that. But I don't with Nottingham branch development games. I was like, me having to go in, pay full price. And I was like, I don't even know who I am. I was like, oh no, they think I'm a wife. They think I'm the wife getting the present. No. So yeah, I was there getting the Element Games voucher for my husband Andy. So he was very happy with that. The vouchers aren't even cool. Can I watch this and be like, what? My vouchers are really cool. You get the proper card and everything that's print out, but can't expect bad Squiddo quality everywhere. Yeah, I just thought it was funny in one of my "Don't you know who I am?" undercover boss type things. Like, "Oh, little lady, sure, we'll get that." They were lovely. They weren't like that. They were really nice. So thank you, staff of Element Games Nottingham. They were really nice. It was a far cry from back in the day with Warhammer, where it would have been like, "Oh, you're getting a gift card for your boyfriend." They weren't like that at all. They were really nice. So yeah, I'll give them a shout. They didn't have any bad Squiddo in stock, which is a shame. They are a very small shop. It's very long. It's a long shop. In those sort of shops, they have to just have the mega bestsellers. So it's Warhammer, Star Wars stuff, and I think some D&D. That's pretty much it. Mm. But it's a good excuse to go in there because I've not been in there before. Andy's always in there for his Warhams. My husband. They gave Mum a sticker though. That was nice. Oh, my throat. Oh yeah. So talking of the boy, the boy, we did our house Christmas on Friday. So oh, Evil Ginger, what is your son collecting from Leicester GW? So we had our housemate Christmas on Friday because Andy's up in Manchester, and we got each other a few things. But this is the highlight of my Christmas from Andy. I got this dustpan and brush. Matches the hair though. Before you jump on him, I did ask him. I've gone against the rules because you're not supposed to get people household items for Christmas, but I'm a very practical gift person. And I really like gifts that will get use rather than a thing that kind of goes on a shelf or something. So so I said I'd like a good dustpan and brush for the guinea pigs. Um, I'm saying it now, silicone dustpan and brush, game changer, absolute game changer. You may also notice I left it for a second and Dave normed the edge of it. But yeah, what the ladies love, dustpan and brush. It's wicked. He did get me other gifts, including this mug. Da, da, da. So yes, thank you, Andy. So he has abandoned me now. Oh, dustpan. It's been Dave. I was surprised it wasn't Carol because she's the nommer of stuffs. So last bit of news. Um, Pigmas. So the pigs went to the vets on Friday. Um, so that's Karen. Karen and Dave. Carol got left behind. She was a bit like, "Why are you leaving me?" Like, it's fine. Um, so what was it, brain? Went to the vets. Was thinking, come on, please. So 3 years ago, I'm gonna cough. 3 years ago. 3 months ago, sorry. 3 months ago, Karen got given the bad news that she was palliative, and they were kind of a bit of it was like we could just put her down now, and it, but I thought we'll see how she was doing really bad. You remember, I was really upset, and so we'll just see how it goes. Everything's a bonus at this point. I realised it was 3 months ago. She got a lot better. So she was getting a lot better after that. Her weight was coming back on. She still wasn't, like a top picture of health. But one of my guides on whether a pig is good is whether it runs in midair when you pick her up. So she's still struggling. She's still arguing with Dave. She put some weight on, and she was seeming a lot better. And this doesn't turn around. I'm talking past tense, but she is seeming a lot better. She's all good. Um, so I took her to the vet for a checkup, so she could get some more of those delicious drugs. And I took Dave for just a catch up to make sure that his eye is okay after he the bloody after he jabbed himself in the eye while he was eating last week. So he got the all clear, um, and mocked. They gave him a nice little treat though. So Dave got the all goods. And the main vet, hadn't seen Karen last time. It was somebody else. So he went and looked over all of her scans and all this sort of stuff. Um, and he was really impressed and said she's doing really well. Um, Gave her some more drugs, but he said if anything changes to bring her back in for another scan, but otherwise she's ace. So she's still got whatever is wrong with her, but um, she's managing, and she is very old. I think worked out she's like a 90-year-old human. Um, so she's doing really well. So that put me in a really good mood on Friday, as well as the bill not being a fortune because I had no money left by that point. Um, so I said to the vet, "It's nice me leaving here and not crying." He was like, "Yeah." um, so whatever I've been doing with her appears to be working. So that's really good and nice because they don't normally get better; they just get ill, and that's it. There's like guinea pigs aren't the most resilient things in the world. Um, so that's really good. I didn't think that I'd have Karen around by this point at all. So it's been a really nice. It's going to be really nice to spend the Christmas with them all. So today I'm going to be, I don't know, dying again. Karen powered by pure spite. Yeah, because I think, well, at the time, I thought probably going to be about a week before I go back. But no, she's been ace. So I'm really chuffed with that. So I will be doing more tidying. They're not too much tidying. I'm just getting rid of my like illness detritus. Yeah, they've passed their MOT. I took some lovely, cute pictures of them as well that I put up, and then one of Carol because she was left out. 'Cause she's like, I also am here. She's really hard to photograph, but I managed to get her this time. Um, so I'm having a lone Christmas this year, which is not a sad thing. And I wanted to mention it because I know a bunch of other people do, and that it's not necessarily a terrible thing. If it is against your choice, then yeah, that can really suck. But I'm a fan of lone Christmases. So Andy's away. It's just me and the pigs. And we're gonna have the Tesco didn't have our Christmas chard. Um, Damn them. So we got some bok choy instead, but that would be very nice. I don't know what I'm looking at though. I might go grab one actually. Grab one. I might get a Dave for you. I'll get you a Karen actually. I'll get you a Karen. Um, I've been hearing various people's complaints already about Christmas dramas, and I'm very happy that I will just be here doing whatever I like. That's the best thing ever. A day when no one can bother me, especially because I'm always really busy. My brain's always really busy. I'm always running around different bits. So just a day where I can have an Annie day, basically, and I don't feel guilty about it. Um, and I can do what I like, is going to be wicked. And that's pretty much what the next few days are as well, so including today. I'm going to be pottering, but I like pottering. I'm just going to sit about. Been playing more of The Walking Dead, um, playing more of Disney Dreamlight Valley, which is good for brain dirge. And I'm probably going to reading a chunk of books as well. So I'm just looking forward to just, yeah, doing nothing. It's going to be nice. Um, so, what have we got? Yay! Yay, Jez is also doing the whoop. And Nicola, woo! So yes, so never feel bad if you're gonna have your own little Christmas. Oh my god, I'm gonna get a pig for you. I'm gonna get a grumpy Karen. Oh, wait there, don't go anywhere. She'll hear the screams now. Come on, girl, where are you? Oh, you with your Dave? Not for much longer. There you are. You must say Merry Christmas to them. She is the tiny Tim. Here we are. Tilt her down. There we are. Tiny Tim, who did not die. She's in an awkward position, so I can hold her up. Look at that. Look at her hair. Look how good she's doing. We didn't think you'd be doing this well. It's a Christmas Karen, a Christmas miracle. Oh, there you are. There you are. There we go. Got drugs soon. She's like, oh, you're going to give me the drugs. Got some druggies. What are you doing up there, Dave? So yeah, I get to hang out with these. You brush her the wrong way. Oh, a silly pig. You brush you the wrong way. Dave's complaining because it's vegetable time. But there's a Karen for Christmas for you. So if I can move. So we have to hold her up. I'm sorry, I'm putting you on display. There you are. Your little feeties. Struggling. Hmm? I know. I know. There we go. So Karen wishes you Merry Christmas. Little tiny Tim. Little tiny Tim. Thank you. Let me put her back. Look at that fringe. Look at that fringe. Oh. And the show just descended into Annie stroking Karen and showing, oh, go on, I'll put you back with you, Dave. Wah, I know. Getting you out again in a bit, though. So yeah, that's a nice little ending there. So do post around Baggy's Cave. I'll be letting you post in Christmas Day, as I always say. If you have a rubbish Christmas or you want to avoid it all, Baggy's Cave is always a place you can hang out. You can talk about some off topics and stuff if you want as well, like anything on the telly or something. Just a place to hang out if you're particularly lonely or bored or anything like that, or want a little escape. I'll still be posting around in there, but obviously I'll probably try and be less social media a bit, just so I don't end up looking at other people's Christmases, because it does do that to you. I'm very happy here on my own company, but you do go on social media, and then because it shows you all the the perfection, you think, oh no, I'm missing out. Like, no, I'm not missing out. So I try and avoid that sort of browse, the browse of social media, but I can hide in places like Baggy's Cave and talk about female minis and stuff. So have either a wicked Christmas or a tolerable Christmas. May you emerge the other side. And I don't know if it'll be next Sunday I do a show or not, but maybe, probably. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Um, so who knows? So thanks for coming along. Thanks for coming to 200 shows. I'm gonna sit and chill. I'm gonna play some more Walking Dead, I think. Thank you. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Bye.